Hey guys, this is Rumours and welcome to another video. The Samsung S10 launch event is announced to be this is 20th of February. This is an important year as it marks the 10th anniversary of the Samsung S series. Let's get into the leaks and rumors of the Samsung Galaxy S10 models. So let's get to the models of the S10. Samsung usually releases two phones for the S series. However, this year Samsung is likely to release four new models. These are codenamed as the Beyond 0, Beyond 1, Beyond 2 and the Beyond X. Beyond 0 is going to be the S10 Lite, Beyond 1 is going to be the S10, Beyond 2 is going to be the S10 Plus and Beyond X is the S10X. While the S10 and the S10 Plus are here to fill the gap, S10 Lite is Samsung's new budget model and S10X is the phone which marks the decadal celebration of the Samsung S series, and this is the phone which Samsung is likely to focus on. We'll talk more about the phones as we get on with the video. The design is one of the aspects which faces the most changes this year. The new Samsung models are going to have an edge-to-edge screen with a punch-oriented display for the camera, which Samsung calls as the Infinity O. I personally think these look good and is better than a notch. The official teaser image of the Samsung launch event actually signifies that Samsung is focusing on the amount of screen and that Samsung is trying to increase the screen to body ratio. At the bottom we can see a headphone jack, luckily, and there's also a USB-C port and the speaker grill. At the back of the phone we can notice there are three cameras. For all the S10 models, there are going to be three cameras except for the S10 Lite, which will have a dual camera set. So we can notice that there is not a fingerprint scanner. This shows that Samsung is planning to use an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, which is by Snapdragon, and this is actually more secure as it takes a 3D image of the finger. Unlike optical scanners like in the OnePlus 6, the screen will host a front-facing cameras through its punch hole. While the S10 has a single front-facing camera, the S10 and the S10X are going to have dual front-facing cameras. Let's now talk about the body of the phone. According to popular leaker Ice Universe, the body of the Samsung Galaxy S10 models are going to be made of ceramic, and they are going to be shock resistant and scratch resistant while being durable. Now let's get to the display and the screen of the phone. We know about the design of the phone. Now let's get to the sizes. The S10 Lite is going to have a 5.8-inch display, the S10 is going to have a 6.1-inch display, the S10 Plus is going to have a 6.2-inch display, and the S10X is going to have a massive 6.7-inch display. Remember that this is in consideration of the form factor. All the screens are going to have a resolution of 2K, and the S10 Lite is going to have an aspect ratio of 18:5:9, while the other phones will have an aspect ratio of 19:9. Storage and price. Let's talk a bit about each model's pricing depending upon its variant. The S10 Lite is going to have 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, and it's going to cost €699. The S10 is going to have 6 and 8GB of RAM and 128 and 512GB of storage, and the 6/120GB variant is going to cost €799, while the 8/512GB variant is going to cost €999. The S10 Plus also follows suit with its 6GB/120GB variant costs £899, whereas the 8GB/512GB variant costs £1,399. The S10X is said to have 12GB of RAM and 1TB of storage, and it's said to cost somewhere around £1,500. Now let's talk about the camera. The S10 is said to come with a triple rear camera setup, with the resolutions of the three cameras being 12MP, 12MP and 5MP. The S10 Plus is said to come with a triple camera system which consists of resolutions 12MP, 16MP and 13MP. Out of this, the three lenses are the wide angle lens, telephoto lens and a normal lens. We know the implications of Samsung's multiple camera systems as you have seen with its budget variants such as the A7 or the A9. So I guess Samsung is likely to bring out this feature in their flagship phones as well. In the S10 Plus, the three cameras are set to have an aperture of f2.4, f2.4 and a variable aperture of f1.8 and f2.4. The S10X is set to have 4 cameras in some rumors, and this can help it to do things like 3D depth sensing. So as in the rumors, we can see that the S10 Plus and the S10X has 2 front cameras, and these cameras can help it to do things like portrait lighting like in the iPhone. There's also a new feature which is going to be introduced by Samsung, which is called bright light, which is similar to night sun. About the video recording, rumors say that the Samsung S10 lineup can shoot 4K at 120 fps. Now let's get to the charging and battery. The S10 is set to have a battery of 3500 mAh, and the S10 Plus is set to come with a battery of 4100 mAh. According to serial leaker Ice Universe, this is possible in a body that is only 7.8mm thick. The charging is said to be 20 watt according to another tweet by Ice Universe, and as usual, fast charging and wireless charging will be present. Now with the chipset. All the phones are going to have Snapdragon 855 or Exynos 9820 based on the region. Now, what about the fingerprint scanner? All of the S10 phones are going to have an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner by Snapdragon, except the S10 Lite, which is said to have the fingerprint scanner on the power button. Now, we know that a lot of budget phones as well as the original Razer phone had it on the power button. The connectivity. The S10X is said to come with the newest 5G technology, while the other phones are said to come with 4G. 5G is still premature and is said to cause some environmental harm in places like India. Samsung doesn't take risks with its flagship phones, so I don't think this will become. Lastly, the release date. The Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event 2019 is going to happen on the 20th of February at 11 AM PST. That's it for the S10 leaks and rumors for right now. As for my opinion, I quite like the design a lot, and photos of the phone lineup in public actually confirms the fact of its existence. As for the triple cameras, I think they could possibly come true because we have seen Samsung experimenting with multiple cameras in the mid-range phones such as the A7 or the A9. About the 5G in the S10X, I don't think that's quite likely to come out because 5G is still such a primitive technology and they still need to develop it a lot. And most of the apps cannot even use 5G right now. Maybe next year Samsung may implement this, but I don't think it will come this year. And that's it for this video right now. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and click subscribe for more tech related videos, and hit the post notification button. Comment your feedback in the comment section below, and that's it for this video. It's Aditya signing off. Bye.